New toy time! Da-da-da-da. Found this today, surprisingly, because my targets are backwards. They get this thing in 2 weeks after it comes out. Well, not even that. And they still haven't gotten in some of these Red Ranger things. Shoot, the target I got this set still hasn't gotten in the second wave of Ranger keys, you know, the ones within Space and Zeo and whatnot. So, I don't know. So the Q-Rex is officially out at Targets. That's where I got this. And I was like kind of surprised to find it. They kind of added some things, advertising the new key um, sweepstakes thing. It comes with Dino Red's key for some strange reason. On the side, it shows more of the contest. On this side, it has a picture of Q-Rex. And on the back, it shows its modes. And then it also shows off the Ninja Storm mode, the two new bikes. That one is Overdrive. That one is Jungle Fury. And then it shows off the Falcon Racer. And then Legendary or Ultra Legendary Megazord. And then some more keys. Nothing that we haven't seen before. So before we go up to the Q-Rex himself, like I said, he comes with Dino Red. Not exactly what I thought he would come with. I was expecting a clear silver key. But no, we get Dino Red. Now, I have problems with this key being um, sold with the Q-Rex, but the key itself looks really, really good. Like, I have no complaints with the details. The helmet sculpt is almost perfect. There's not much you could do with the body, paint details and everything. It looks really good, actually. This is probably one of my favorite Ranger keys that we've gotten to date. Here's the inside of the Dino Thunder keys. And I'll say this again when I review the Dino Thunders, but Dino Thunder is PR 16, 18, 18. So with that, I'm going to go show off the sounds. And it has the do thing again. And once again, kind of gets caught, but it doesn't have the Wave 2 key problem where it has a hard time going in. So it looks like that they heard our complaints and fixed it. So it comes with Connor's key, really nice. I wish it would have come with Quantum Ranger's key, which would have been smart. But after I saw this key in person, I was like, okay, this key looks really good. Probably one of my favorite individual Ranger keys to date. So now on to the big boy himself. The Q-Rex in his Rex mode. First thing is, the tail is supposed to be like this, where it bends down. But I hate that. So I always put it on upside down so I could bend it upward. Give him some cool tail articulation. So what all can he do? Do that. You can open his mouth, but he's got a big fist inside, so it's going to look weird. You can do this. These arms are Zord Builder. His neck is Zord Builder. Tail is Zord Builder. Right here is Zord Builder. He's got some ports, outward ports here. Male port, female port. 4 male ports on his back. Female port on his neck. So he's got a pretty decent amount of Zord Builder ports, and plus these on his back can push out to become bigger. But here's the head sculpt, head detailing. It's pretty nice. He does have some paint missing in some places. Like if I remember correctly, you're supposed to have some gold paint on the side of his head, and right here where it has the silver anchor logo. You can't see it, but the silver anchor logo is right there on his shoulders, but it's not painted gold like it's supposed to be. And I think there was some more paint on his tail that they were missing or something. I'm not too sure. I know that this little stub right here did something on Goju Rex on the Gokai's release, but it's just a stub that doesn't do anything. These aren't painted gold like they're supposed to be, but it still looks really good. I do like how his feet turned out. on the bottom in case you're curious. The gimmick with his tail, seeing how he doesn't have a motor, is that you take a key, and seeing how Connor's the only one I have with me right now, there's a slot in his tail right there. That's all it does. It's okay. I just wish it was kind of one of those things where, I don't know what kind of, I think it's like a spring-loaded thing where you like, you know those toys where you push a button and the thing just like kind of does like a little wind up and it spins even after you let go of the button and it just keeps spinning. That's what I think should have been worked here. You push it and then it just spins like something snaps it and it just spins. Then you could keep pushing it and it would just keep going because that's kind of a stiff spin that it has to it. So there's nothing really much more to this mode. I do like this mode a lot. It looks really good on display and shelf. It's got a pretty good size to it. So how to get it to drill mode, which is what I'm going to be doing next. You take his legs off, which he's got knee articulation here too, but that's mostly because of the Megazord. You pop these off there. That's going to be like that. Take his arms off and pop his head off, and then use the Zord builder port on his neck. So we'll go in. There we go. So you take these, and they're going to go on these two ports up here. But they're going to be opposite. You have to make them something like that on his back. Because his arms have wheels. If you can see them, there's ones right here and the ones right here. And they're both facing up like that. And he has a wheel right here on his tail. Those are the only wheels he have, and they do a pretty good job of rolling. So then for his feet, think about his feet before I go on. When he's in dinosaur mode, or a Rex mode, his feet have to be like that, but when you stand him up in Megazord mode, so it's going to go ahead and straighten these out for the drill. And as you see here, he's got a male and a female port on his legs. Those coincide with the ones on the side of his body. So you take those and plug them into the side like so. Get on a Scruffy. And there is your drill tank mode. It's okay. I never liked this mode to begin with, even in Gokaiser and Super Megaforce. It just looks really dumb. And I was kind of worried about how this mode was even going to turn out with how the Zord builder thing was going to work. And I think it looks pretty good for what you could do with Zord builder. I actually am a fan of Zord builder because it's interesting. And you get to do some really goofy things. Like I've made some weird legendary Megazord Mystic Wild Force ZOSPD hybrid thing before. It's pretty cool. But this thing isn't all that interesting, even in the show. So with that being said, I was just showing it off to show it off. So to get him into the Megazord mode, basically just take his whole body apart. Oh yeah, and the little plug where his tail's in has like a little, I don't know why it's like that, but it's like that. So go ahead and move his legs like so. Take his feet. And plug them in like that. The instructions don't tell you what to do with his little dinky arms in this mode. So what I do is that I plug them into the bottom ports on his back like this. And I saw a few other reviewers do the same thing also. And then kind of squeeze them together like this on his back. And it hides them very well when you're looking at them from the front. I just ate dinner, so it's kind of settling with me weird. You can't really see them from the back when they're like this, so just do it like that. Now you take the drill, Zord builder port, plug it into his left. Boom. Take his head, flip that up, pull that down, fist, for his right arm. Now to get his head out, you just pull his chest down, flip this up, close the chest, pull out the horns, and voila, Q-Rex Megazord. And I really do like how he turned out. He is a bit bulky looking, but then again, I think Gojujin was kind of bulky to begin with. You could still use the drill because the little key slot's right there. He does have some knee articulation because of the Rex mode needing his legs to be bent. So you do get some articulation with his legs and his ankles too if you wanted to do some weird kind of pose like that with him. Get some cool like finishing sliding thing with him. So you can get something with him because he has leg and ankle and knee articulation all because of his Rex mode. So that's a plus, I think. He doesn't have any mechanical stuff like obviously like Gojujin has. But all in all, I think he looks pretty good, and with how the Zord builder works on him, it works really well. In this mode, in case you're curious, he's got the two on the back and then the two where the arms are. He's got two males and then females right underneath. And that's all he really has in this mode. He's got two on his sides, but you need to have his arms up to use them right there. But it's no big deal. I don't have the legendary Megazord sitting right next to me, so I can't show off size, but he is maybe like just a smidge taller. Like legendary Megazord probably goes up to about right there. That's mostly because of his shoulders and his the wings on his hat. But all in all, yeah. I didn't see much of him in like the press release pictures and everything that we got. But when I actually saw him in person for the first time and messed around with him, I actually really, really like him. I always did like Gojujin and Goju Rex's designs. Goju Drill, who cares? So the Q-Rex tank mode isn't something I'm going to display him in, but I'll gladly display him in the Q-Rex and the Q-Rex Megazord modes anytime. I don't think his head is missing any details. There might be some silver missing. No, there isn't. I'm looking at the picture on the side of the box and there's nothing missing. He does have the gold on his neck. Is he missing gold? No, he's got the gold down there. He's missing the gold on his knees. That's all I can really tell from the picture that he's missing. So he does have a lot of his paint details in this mode, except for the anchor things on his knees being blue instead of gold. So this is probably the best mode when it comes to paint details being accurate. So yeah, I really do recommend him, especially if you've been enjoying the Zord Builder line or liking the Super Megaforce toy line so far, or if you just really want Connor's key. because I really do like his key. Go ahead and pick him up. He's in Targets and Walmarts from what I've heard, but my Walmarts in this area suck tremendously. So Target would probably be the best place to get him. If it's showing up here in central Alabama this early, then it should be out everywhere else right about now. So, yeah, I highly recommend him. He's really nice. And you can use some of the Legendary Megazord add-on Zords, like the Dragon and the Zeo and SPD things with him, too, because of Zord Builder. So you can create some weird Q-Rex modes. I wonder if you can put him on the Lion. So you can have some reinforcement from the future bullcrap going on. I might try it out later. I don't know if his leg span is right enough, but... Oh! He's got a Zord Builder port right there coming out of his butt. Oh my gosh. You can see it right there. See that little black stubby thing coming out of his bum hole? Oh my gosh. That's priceless.